This is Dr. Daniel Paul with Easy Orthopedics, and today I'm going to talk about what to do when you get bitten by a dog or a cat. So a lot of us have animals, have dogs and cats, and most of the time these animals are totally good and nice. But every once in a while, you can get a little scratch or you can get a serious bite. Now this may not even be your animal, maybe someone else's animal that may feel threatened by you, and they see you and unfortunately you get bitten. So the question is what to do about it. So the first is the difference between a dog bite and a cat bite. So when dogs bite you, they'll usually tear. It's more of a tearing motion. When they do this, they kind of open up the skin more, and those actually have a lower chance of getting infected because the wound is able to drain. Now for cats, when a cat bites you, it's more like a hypodermic needle. So oftentimes when they bite you, the bacteria will go deep and then your skin will heal over it. And then you get this deep infection of bacteria which spreads and it becomes infected. So when a cat bites you, it's more likely to get infected. Also, sometimes these animals will lose teeth when they bite you. So occasionally, you can get a cat tooth or something stuck in there as well. So if a dog or a cat bites you, the first thing depends on where it bit you. If it bites you in the arm or a leg or somewhere where it's more meaty, and you don't feel it's just kind of superficial, then really just cleaning it out with soapy water, putting on some triple antibiotic, and putting a sterile bandage on is the best thing for you. Now if the bite gets more significant, let's say it's in your hand and it's a big gash, you may need sutures. So in that case, the best thing to do is to go see your doctor or go to an emergency room. If someone sees me for a cat or dog bite, what I'll do is I'll first start with this. This is a betadine solution, and I'll splash probably the whole entire bottle of this in that wound. Once that's done, then I'll use some normal saline. I'll use half a liter to 2 liters. I think this is actually sterile water, but you can use either or. And I'll really wash out that wound well. You want to make sure you get all the debris out of there. Once that's done, I'll determine whether it needs sutures or not. Now, a dog bite more likely needs sutures than a cat bite. I tend not to put a lot of sutures in these. So during surgery, when you make an incision, it's clean, you suture it up nice and clean and perfect. When it's a dirty wound like this, you don't want to put too many sutures because it won't let the wound drain. So I'll see this from patients coming from an ER where the ER doc puts all these nice sutures in and then it gets infected because the wound needs to drain. So I tend not to put as many, just enough to hold the skin together and let it heal, knowing that it will scar. And if the scar is a problem later on, you can get it cleaned up by either an orthopedic surgeon or a plastic surgeon, depending on where it is. So that's kind of the general course. And also is antibiotics. So there's a certain type of bacteria called pasteurella multocida, and among other bacteria, so you need to use a specific type of antibiotics. I like to use augmentin specifically. So it basically involves cleaving the wound with betadine, normal saline, maybe sutures, sterile bandage, and augmentin. Now, if you think the animal was acting funny or it's a stray animal, then you got to be concerned about rabies, and you may have to get a rabies shot as well. Occasionally for cats, you'll actually want to get an x-ray of the involved area if you think that to see if there's a tooth piece that got lost in the wound. That works for mostly all animal bites. Now sometimes if the animal bite is bad and then I see it after a few days, the wound will be grossly infected. And if that happens at that point, then basically you need to go to surgery to clean it out and make sure you get all the pus out of there, and then put them on and then start antibiotics. So that's definitely worse. And there are some areas of the hand, for instance, if the cut goes into a tendon in the hand, there's a tendon sheath for your finger flexors, that can cause a specific type of infection that definitely needs surgery. So obviously, it depends on where you get bit. But by and large, most of these heal without any issue. Most of them don't need antibiotics or sutures. If it's a bigger wound, then you will need that. And then a few of them, unfortunately, end up going on to get infected, but that's only a minority. So if you've got a dog or cat bite, really take a look at it and see what you got, how bad it is, and then seek the treatment that you need. So I hope I was able to answer your questions. If you have any questions I didn't answer, feel free to leave them below and I'll do my best to respond. If you like this video, we put out new videos every week, so please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.